the button.
Woo! Hello and welcome back to the Davis and Dennis show.
Hi.
I'm Davis.
And I'm Dennis.
And welcome to another isolation mini episode.
Yes, instead of our extravagant normal episodes, extravagant, where we used to have guests.
We used to have 6 people sitting in this
We used
set.
to have friends, and now we have none.
Now it's just the 2 of us. So now we're deciding to just do smaller, bite-sized episodes.
So we're going to talk about 3 stories today and cry over how badly everything's going. Like,
just look at our neon light. It is broken. And you won't believe the quote that we got to replace it.
it was $3,000.
$3,000 for a neon light.
I would have a Patreon for everyone to donate to us, but the last time we did it, it didn't work.
I think, Dennis, it's time. We should finally start our OnlyFans.
It's the only way. Would you subscribe? Let us know in the comments below.
Anyway, so it's a very exciting episode.
Yes.
We've got 3 fun stories. Let's
I
begin.
love all the stories. Let's go for it. First of all, we have...
Oh my god, but before the stories, what do? We press the like button.
Like. And we comment, Dennis is better than Davis.
Or whatever. And subscribe.
Subscribe, yes.
Okay, the first... The first story is about James Charles, and oh my god, what has he done this time,
This
Dennis?
is maybe our biggest story on James Charles.
This is groundbreaking.
Ever.
No one else has talked about this.
It's so big, nobody else cares about it. This is an exclusive.
Okay, Dennis, you reveal all.
So basically, guys, James Charles has basically claimed he has invented focal length.
As in camera focal
Yeah,
lengths.
he
we should
allegedly
make sure.
discovered a brand new type of way to take selfies. Let's take a look at the tweet.
So he tweeted, "Did you know your front camera distorts your face? Mind blown. Taking a selfie with your phone close up and then take another one with the phone far away but zoomed in. I'm dead ass never taking a close-up photo again." I just have to say, this is just camera techniques basics 101.
I can't zoom in. I don't know how to zoom in. It's not zooming in.
I think it's a TikTok thing. I don't know.
Basically, we both have camera backgrounds, right? Cinematography
Yes.
backgrounds, and I can confirm that James Charles did not invent it, and neither did TikTokers.
It's been known for hundreds of years, literally.
Are cameras hundreds of years old?
Well, if it's more than 100 years, then I would
Hundreds
say
of years
hundreds
old.
of years. But it turns out that he's not the only dum-dum on the internet.
No.
Because his fans turn out to be dum-dums too.
Wow! You just called all James Charles fans
Well,
dumb.
I'm sorry, if you don't know this basic camera technique, then you're a dum-dum in my eyes.
Okay, Kyle says, "How did you even find this out?"
And then Anna replies and she thinks she's so smart. She says, "Because someone else tweeted it recently, Lamau."
Oh, so a Twitter user invented it, apparently. She is full of knowledge until Starbeezy treats James better says, "No, it's a thing on TikTok. A lot of people have been doing it. So now we know it's a
this
TikTok
hundreds
thing."
of year old camera technique is the TikTok thing now.
Yes.
Like people are complaining that when Apple does something new, they claim that they invented it, but now TikTokers are claiming that they've invented
No,
this.
Twitter users are saying they invented it, and then TikTok users are
Saying they had it
fact-checking them. And now we're fact-checking the Twitter users.
This is the most ridiculous
users.
thing. And then Lauren, oh my god, what another dum-dum. By the way, don't send hate to any of these people.
We all love them.
They just haven't studied cinematography.
We love everybody.
Well, Lauren thinks that Snitchery invented it.
She's a big TikToker, but I don't think she's inventing cinematography techniques.
Lauren says, "You could have just retweeted Snitchery's video, Lamau. It just went viral, so we know where this is from." As if she invented it. Like, you have enough clout, Lamau, it doesn't hurt to share. This is unbelievable. This is just like basic knowledge.
Stupid people.
Okay, let's see Snitchery's video, shall we?
Okay.
Okay, so ugly close-up, sure, because And
Fat
then
face, zoom in. Okay, so much nicer. But everyone knows this. You don't use a fisheye lens to take pictures of people's faces. You use a sort of nice long
exactly.
telescopic portrait lens.
There's a reason why the telescopic lens on your iPhone is called the portrait lens.
Yeah, when you go on the portrait lens, people tend to like complain and say, "Oh my God, it's so zoomed in. Oh, this is terrible." Guess what? Apple knows best.
fact, it makes your face look less fat.
Yes.
Okay, and then James goes, which is a very diplomatic reply
Yes,
as
because
well.
I would have replied with, "Lol, no." But James, being a better person than me, goes, "Did you think that I didn't see it?" Oh, sorry. "Did you ever think that maybe I didn't see it? Eleanor and I are good friends, but I'm not on Twitter all day long. Lamau, I just saw someone talking about it on TikTok."
Is TikTok where people find out everything these days?
Allegedly.
Like, someone clearly didn't go to film school. And someone who did go to film school, though, probably was Jake O'Donnell, who I think is a photographer of some
Yes,
kind.
I follow him, I think.
Okay, let's play this video. And it basically shows you the difference between different focal lengths
Yes.
and the effects that they have on how it sculpts your face and also compresses the background.
So generally, within reason, the longer the lens, so telescopic lenses make your face look better.
And at the same time makes the background look more zoomed in.
Yes. And more blurry, and it's tremendous.
Yeah, so when you're shooting someone's face, use the longest lens possible. That's why I'm so angry when people don't use the long lens on their iPhone. Okay, this is just getting ridiculous now.
Okay,
let's move on. But before we move on, I'm Alex Tweed.
He basically shows us he's beautiful in both a wide angle and the telescopic
Oh
lens.
my God, he's always so funny. And then James goes, "You're so annoying." Do they know each other? I hope
I like
they
to
know
think
each
they
other. Because they're just like completely different sides of the
love them
internet.
both.
Yeah, okay, so that's that story. What are your thoughts?
Do you even care?
Why do we begin with this story,
I was
Dennis?
so angry when I saw that tweet. I needed to clap back.
We are clapping back. We do
We are
hard-hitting
clapping
stuff on this show.
ourselves.
Okay.
Job well done.
Let's go to the next story.
This is quite a serious story, so
Okay, so
straight faces.
because this is bad. Should we talk about the Tumblr master post from a few years ago?
Well, in 2014, when the first wave of cancelled YouTubers came out, basically when a YouTuber did something related to sexual assault or abuse, they got added to the list, so you would know to avoid that YouTuber.
Yeah, and I think this person might just be added to the list.
Okay, what's the new name to be added to the list?
It's Dennis.
What?
Dennis
What?
ASMR. Oh my God. So this basically...
I'm sorry?
The person who we should cancel is Dennis ASMR.
He is a disgrace to the name of Dennis.
And then we'll find out soon enough that he actually isn't called Dennis.
What?
It's just adopted the name. His
Josie
online
ruined the
persona.
name Dennis instead of his
Okay,
own.
should we find out what happened,
Okay,
Dennis?
okay, I want to find out.
Okay, so this person called Abby, or I have really curly hair on TikTok. She's a 17-year-old TikToker with 50,000 followers, so, you know, decent.
Yeah, and she does dance videos, right?
Yeah, like typical
not
TikTok
this, not what
dancer
I'm
stuff.
doing, proper dances.
Well, earlier today, she uploaded a rather cryptic, but also rather obnoxious TikTok because she was like doing dancing and stuff in the background. And then she had this writing on the front, which said, "Did I get blocked by a famous YouTuber for not sending nudes? But he doesn't know I have the screenshots." But I'm just like, to be honest, if you want to expose someone and position yourself as the victim, you do not do it in a dancey TikTok.
Let's not blame her because it clearly worked.
It worked because it got 1 million views. And because of the 1 million views, she did a 5-part series of TikToks.
5-part series.
Yeah.
Really
Like-
hoping Hollywood films don't copy that.
I'm just thinking
more
of
with
Shane
trilogies.
Dawson. Like Shane Dawson, he does like, what, 7
Oh,
parts?
okay, this is reasonable. Is it?
Like, this
Okay.
is fine. She's just following Shane. Anyway, in the first part, she said that a YouTuber blocked me on Snapchat because I didn't send him pics. And then, just to give background to, you know, this situation, she lives in the UK, Dennis lives in the US.
No, I live here in Australia.
This happened a few months ago, so she was 16 at the time, he was 17, so roughly the same age. In the video, she reveals that she's got receipts and, you know, she's going to reveal this person's name, who's Dennis, in one of the later parts. So she's building up the hype. She begins by showing us her Instagram DMs with him. And then how it sort of all began was that she replied to one of his stories. They cracked a few jokes because they're both Christian. They made some Christian jokes. And then eventually she added him on Snapchat. And then this is where the fun starts.
Oh,
when I say
dear.
fun, maybe the misery.
Fun is not the right word.
No, it's not. So in the second part, this is all on Snapchat now. We still don't know Dennis's behind it all.
I feel so attacked. Every
You
word
should
that
be.
comes out of your
You
mouth.
should be. Just imagine that this is Dennis on the other side. Well, so they're just having fun on Snapchat, and then he suddenly says, and this is all happening on the same day as well. He says, "Don't get anxiety, it's just innocent fun. You are doing nothing wrong. I want you nice and wet for me." Dennis,
This is a
why
large-
did you say this, Dennis?
This is a large
Why would you do
influencer
this?
talking to their fans. You don't say that to your fans.
No, it's kind of...
The power difference is just insane.
although they might be the same ages, it's very easy to manipulate your fans when your following is that large. So you have to be very careful. She replied, "That would make sense if we knew each other in person." So basically what she's trying to do is to diffuse the situation. She clearly is not interested, but she doesn't want to say no straight out to, like, you know,
Yeah.
someone who she adores. And this is a problem that we've seen a lot of times before. For example,
Definitely.
Alex Day was very manipulative and did similar things.
Yes, and V1A, definitely.
Yes. And
We're just talking about 2014 YouTubers.
no one,
We are
you
old.
guys don't know who we're
We are
talking
old.
about. And
But
then,
this has happened all before.
and then he comes with a rather slick reply. He says, "Nah, you can still be wet without knowing me that well. I bet you are wet right now. T or D, truth or dare." Oh, so how did you reply to that, Dennis?
I just spilled water down my face. I tipped it too far, so now you're very right on that one.
I
was
mean,
a
that's
slick
an
reply.
amazing reply.
She's really witty.
Yeah, so she's like just struggling to come to terms with this situation, clearly.
She's trying to diffuse it, make it not sexual.
And she reveals more in parts 3, 4, and 5, but unfortunately she deleted them because she, in another TikTok, she revealed that because it got to 1 million views when she only thought it would get 20 views, she decided to take it down because it was getting a bit too much for her. And that he was getting hate on every platform, still not revealing his name. So it seems like that she sort of is feeling guilty for exposing him in
That
this
is
way.
definitely
but
something she should not
maybe
feel.
this is just this manipulative behavior that these feelings are risen from. And then she also said that she'll make a video tomorrow clearing things up, but that's yet to happen. But luckily, we actually have seen the 3 parts because another YouTuber uploaded them. I'll link them below. In part 3, she said that she changed her outfit because she was in her pajamas earlier. I mean, that's adorable. As we saw at the end of part 2, he wanted to play Truth or Dare, and then he kept on encouraging her to choose dares, and then she just said, "Okay, but with family-friendly content, please."
Oh boy, and the next slide
So
he
like,
goes.
this is very obvious that she wants to say no to him. Later on, after talking about America, because she used to live in America and such, he just straight up and says, "I wish we could fuck."
Oh boy, oh boy, no.
And then she said, yeah, sort of in a sarcastic way to buy time, to make a joke to lighten the mood and hopefully move on to another topic. But that clearly didn't work because in part 4, she shows us the screenshots, which are the worst. So he sort of like forces her to take pictures and she said blurry ones in response, which is a very smart technique. And then he says, "Baby, how about we do it? You can spread your legs and finger and I'll rub my dick. You don't even have to show your face." And then replies with a shirtless pic of him. Oh, man.
Oh my god,
And then she
I
kept
can't stand
just-
that. That's awful.
She just kept replying with sort of light-hearted stuff, but he just didn't get the message clearly. And then he responds with what is like the most cringy sort of fanficky thing I've ever read.
This sounds like 50 Shades of Grey. Do you want to read it?
No, Dennis, it's you. It's you.
I'm going to read a little bit.
Dennis, you read some of Dennis's
literature.
Yes.
Dare! Baby, imagine if I came into your room and we looked at each other and smiled. Then I'd slowly lift your chin close to my lips. Then we would begin to press our lips together, weaving in and out as I rubbed your cheekbone and moved my hands up and down your sides gently. And it goes on.
Okay, and then in part 5, we finally see a video of him saying, "What's up, Abby? It's me. I'm not a catfish." And then it's revealed that finally his name is Owen Dennis, aka Dennis ASMR.
Why would he choose another name, my name, to abuse and use?
Yeah, she says that he's got 750k on YouTube and is verified on Insta, so very clearly there is a power imbalance there. And then she ends her video by wondering how many girls this has happened to, and that's just simply not right.
Yeah, she's definitely not the only one, and we expect to see way more accusations about him to come in the next few days.
But Dennis, he got quick on the act and then replied with a response apology video on his YouTube. And it was called "I Messed Up." And it was literally uploaded like half a day after.
Yeah, it was very fast.
Yeah, like, wow. And it's genuinely, when you watch it, it seems like a proper apology. Like, however, despite that, it's got all of the textbook YouTuber apology.
Yes, he's very good
stuff.
at manipulating his audience to basically take his side. And we definitely see that in the comments.
I mean, before we get to that, it's very potato quality, so it's very apology video. It's filmed in front of a black background. There's no like context,
music, no editing.
Yeah, there's no context, so like no one knows what's happening if they're not familiar with the situation. He says, "I'm sorry, I've let everyone down, everyone I've hurt," and then apparently he's still in contact with Abby and he's trying to make amends. But like, this just. Should he still be in contact with her? I'm not sure if that's the right thing. But what's sort of concerning is that his viewers seem very okay with what's happened. Although he did say that he wants to take a break from social media, it sort of feels like that he's reading off a script. He's trying to tick all the boxes in the video, and he fooled his audience.
Omar Cortez goes, "A YouTuber that knows what he did and is apologizing properly. Unlike other influencers on the platform, he's taking responsibility and handling it maturely."
I mean, sure, it was a great apology video, but that doesn't make up for the fact that he put, you know, a fan of his in such a position.
Definitely.
And then Dasha, like, has very similar feelings.
I'm so sorry this is happening. I really appreciate how you took responsibility for it. This sort of thing would be hard for anyone to deal with. I can't imagine how hard it would be when you're on a platform like this. I'll still be here when you come back from your break. This is so concerning. It seems like that everyone thinks he's the victim now. And it just goes on and on.
Indeed. And then, but slightly more lighthearted, Sophia goes, "I'm more shocked with the fact that his name is actually Owen, and that's what I just found out." So long-term fans, you know, they're deceived.
Yeah.
They don't think, you know, they thought he was Dennis all along. So this is obviously a story that's still unfolding. If you have any thoughts about it, comment below. Did you think that Abby didn't make her feelings obvious enough and there was just a breakdown in communication? Or do you think that Dennis is a manipulative person who should be cancelled? Tell us below. Anyway, slightly more lighthearted is an update on Trisha Paytas.
Except this is also really problematic. If you remember last week, we talked about Trisha Paytas and H3H3 and their situation with the pyramids. It sounds
no,
a
not a
bit
pyramid
weird.
scheme, but the actual Egyptian pyramids.
Maybe there's a pyramid scheme in there somewhere.
Probably.
So basically, H3H3 found out that Trisha didn't think the pyramids existed. She thought they were a myth. And
God.
he informed her, so she's like a blank slate. She doesn't know any better. He tells her that the Jewish slaves built the pyramid, and as a result, the Egyptians should not get any credit for them.
Oh dear.
I'm sure that Egyptians everywhere are absolutely furious, and so are historians, because there's absolutely no historian apart from Christian apologists who believe the story of the Exodus and how 600,000 Jewish slaves built the pyramids. Unfortunately, she made a video recently, and it's called Passover Mukbang.
Yes, the video is pretty much one of her average mukbang videos, except that she actually goes out of her way to cook the meal.
Yeah, it's actually pretty okay.
It follows all of the rules. For
she's
example,
not having any wheat, so she's not drinking any beers. She's not having any breads and stuff like that. So it's she's following all the Passover traditions.
She's having red wine, which is okay. It's within the rules.
This is unusually unproblematic for her.
But she just slips in the pyramids in there.
Yeah, she slipped in the pyramid and reaffirmed that she believes the Egyptians should not get any credit for the pyramid. And I just died inside. They are just a huge accomplishment, and Egyptians should definitely be very proud.
Let's remind us what Passover is all about.
Yes, it celebrates the freedom of the Jewish slaves who didn't exist, and yeah.
So Trisha, in her mind, she thinks that because she's doing this Passover tradition, that it will double her chances of getting into heaven. And the YouTube comments picked up on that.
And someone points out that 0 times 2 is still 0.
Unfortunately, this isn't the only thing that Trisha did this week.
So remember, guys, Passover, during the period of Passover, it's not just one day, it's a whole period. You're not allowed to have any wheat. And what is her next video? Oh my god, she's having pizza, which is made on wheat, which has been risen.
But not
what's that
only
whole Passover respect thing just for that one video?
It was just for the views, just for she just wants to anger certain communities.
Like right after that one video,
she's angered the Jewish community now, and now she's angering the African American community.
Oh yeah, she did another thing, didn't she?
With her wig, her dreadlocks.
This is insane.
So her thing seems to be just angry certain communities, and she's getting clout from that.
Whenever she does something quite respectful, like that Passover video, she goes and ruins it straight away with the next thing she does.
But luckily, she retweeted this photo of David Dobrik and said, "I want to sit on that face."
What? She will probably crush him.
Yeah, probably. Okay, and that brings us to the end of the show. What do you think of the Trisha Paytas situation?
Do you think that the pyramids are built by Jewish slaves?
Do you think it's dangerous for YouTubers like her to perpetuate incorrect information?
Do we believe that it's okay for her to make a mockery of Passover by doing a pizza video right after?
Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed this sort of shorter video. We probably would be making a lot more of these during isolation because we are quite bored right now.
We've got nothing else
I've been spending my days literally just playing Animal Crossing. I just checked my Switch and I played 65 hours.
In a week.
I've just been playing Animal Crossing during the days and then Persona 5 at night. I need to quit
How
this.
are you passing this isolation?
Because it's crazy. Okay, if you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, press the notification, and you can join all of our other socials in the links below.
Yes, and we will see you soon, probably.
Yeah. And
Bye.
Bye. Woo!